The perimeter alarm sang its discordant note across the frozen wasteland of Kepler 442b, and Ezra Chen pressed himself against the ice-carved wall of the outpost. His breath crystallized in the thin atmosphere, despite the environmental suit doing its best to keep him warm. 3 months on this god-forsaken rock, and the Zathene still hadn't given up. "Contact Sector 7, he whispered into the comm. "Grace, you seeing this?" Static crackled before Grace Morrison's voice filtered through. "Affirmative. Thermal signature reads off the charts, as that's not a standard warrior class." Ezra's jaw tightened. The Zathene had been testing humanity's newest colony for weeks now, probing defenses, studying patterns. But they'd never sent anything this large before. Through his night vision scope, he watched the creature glide across the ice field. Bipedal, elegant with luminescent skin that shifted between violet and deep crimson. "It's alone," Grace added. "No support units within scanning range." "That's what worries me," Ezra muttered. The Zathene had been humanity's first contact with intelligent alien life, and the meeting hadn't gone well. They viewed humans as primitive, aggressive, unworthy of the stars they dared to claim, but there was something else beneath their contempt, something that made Ezra's skin crawl every time he encountered them on the battlefield. Fascination. The creature stopped 50 meters from his position, its elongated head tilting as if sensing him through the reinforced walls. Ezra's finger hovered over the trigger of his pulse rifle. Standard protocol demanded he fire first, ask questions never. The Zathene didn't take prisoners. They took specimens, but this one wasn't attacking. "Ez, what are you waiting for?" Grace's voice had an edge to it. She was watching from the command center, seeing everything through his helmet cam. "Something's wrong," he said. "It's just standing there." Then it spoke. The Zathene language was a melody of clicks and harmonic frequencies that could drive a human mad if they listened too long. But the universal translator in Ezra's helmet converted it instantly, and the voice that emerged was unmistakably feminine, almost hypnotic. "Human soldier, I have not come to fight." Ezra's breath caught. "Grace, you getting this?" "Every word." "Don't trust it, Ez. This could be a trap." The Zathene took a step closer, and Ezra could see her more clearly now. She was unlike any warrior he'd encountered. Her form was more refined, her movements deliberate and graceful. The bioluminescence beneath her translucent skin pulsed with a rhythm that almost seemed nervous. "I am called Shivara," the alien continued. "I am what you would call a diplomat, though my people no longer believe in such roles. They sent me to observe, to report on the human weakness." "Then you've failed," Ezra called out, his voice amplified by his suit's external speakers. "We're still here, still fighting." A sound emerged from Shivara that the translator rendered as laughter. "You misunderstand. I have not failed. I have discovered something my people refuse to see." Against every instinct, every hour of training, Ezra stepped out from cover. Behind him, he could hear Grace shouting through the comm, ordering him to fall back. He muted her channel. "And what's that?" he asked. Shivara moved closer, close enough now that Ezra could see the intricate patterns swirling beneath her skin. "Your kind fights with such passion, such determination. You are young among the stars, yet you refuse to bow. My people find this offensive. I find it—" She paused, searching for the word. "Beautiful." Ezra's heart hammered against his ribs. This had to be some kind of psychological warfare, a new tactic to break human morale. But something in Shivara's bioluminescence, the way it pulsed in shades of warm gold rather than aggressive red, gave him pause. "Why are you really here?" he demanded. "Because I grow tired of war," Shivara said simply. "Because in studying you and watching you defend this barren world as if it were paradise itself, I have come to understand something profound. You humans do not fight because you hate what is before you. You fight because you love what is behind you." She took another step, and Ezra could feel the heat radiating from her bioluminescent skin, even through his suit. "In my culture, we choose mates based on genetic compatibility, on strategic advantage. But you humans, you choose with your hearts. Such foolishness. Such glory." Ezra's hand tightened on his rifle, but he didn't raise it. "What are you saying?" Shivara's inner light pulsed in waves of deep purple and gold. "I am saying that I have spent 3 cycles observing you, Ezra Chen. I have watched you patrol these walls, protect your people, show mercy when you could have shown cruelty. And I have come to one conclusion. She was close now, close enough that Ezra could see his reflection in her enormous, opalescent eyes. We would make beautiful children, human. The words hung in the frozen air between them. Ezra's mind reeled. This was impossible. Humans and Zathine were biologically incompatible. This had to be some kind of test, a manipulation. But the longing in Shivara's voice sounded achingly real. My people would kill me for this betrayal, she continued softly. Your people would call you a traitor. But I have seen the future, human. I have seen it in the way you fight, the way you dream. Your kind will survive because you dare to hope in impossible things. Ezra's calm erupted with Grace's voice, now patched through on emergency override. Ez, fall back now! We have incoming signatures, 50, no 100 contacts. It's an attack force. Reality crashed back over Ezra like icy water. He raised his rifle and Shivara didn't move to stop him. Her bioluminescence faded to a resigned blue. They followed me, she said quietly. They suspected my doubts. They will destroy this outpost and me with it. Then run, Ezra said. Disappear into the ice fields and abandon you to die? No, human. If this is to be my last choice, let me make it a worthy one. Shivara turned toward the approaching storm of Zathine warriors, her skin blazing brilliant white. Get your people to shelter. I will buy you time. Why? Ezra demanded. She looked back at him one final time, and her translator rendered her words with heartbreaking clarity. Because love, even impossible love, demands sacrifice. Your kind taught me that. Then she was gone, racing across the ice toward her own people, a single light against a sea of darkness. Ezra watched her go, caught between the duty that demanded he return to his post and the desire to follow, to fight beside this impossible creature who had seen something in humanity worth dying for. Grace's voice was desperate now. The outpost now! He turned and ran, but he carried Shivara's words with him. We would make beautiful children. Perhaps in some distant future, when the wars finally ended, humanity would build bridges instead of walls. Perhaps children of two worlds would walk under alien suns, living proof that the impossible could become real. But first, they had to survive tonight. As Ezra reached the outpost doors, he heard the first sounds of battle echoing across the ice, and the defiant song of one Zathine fighting alone against her entire race. Buying time for a human soldier who had shown her what hope looked like. Duty won tonight, but desire promised tomorrow.